Why clear communication is one of a leader's most important responsibilities. By Monique Farmer, APR. Leadership is not about having every answer. It is about helping the people around you understand where they are going, why the work matters, and what success looks like when they get there. That distinction is important. Leaders are often expected to be decisive, confident, and prepared. And while those qualities matter, effective leadership is not measured by how quickly someone can respond to every question. It is measured by whether the people they lead have the information, direction, and confidence they need to move forward. A leader can have a brilliant vision, but if that vision only lives inside the leader's mind, it cannot guide the organization. Communication is what turns vision into movement. Think of it like a roadmap. A leader may know the destination, understand the terrain, and recognize every turn along the way. But if the rest of the team has not seen the map, they may take different routes, miss important turns, or spend valuable time trying to determine where they are supposed to go. Clear communication puts the map in everyone's hands. When leaders communicate well, employees spend less time guessing and more time moving forward with purpose. Clarity builds trust, strengthens alignment, and creates momentum. Here are 5 ways leaders can create greater clarity for their teams. 1. Explain the vision. Employees need to understand more than what they are being asked to do. They also need to understand where the organization is going. A strong vision gives people a clear picture of the future. It helps them see what the organization is working toward and how their individual contributions support that direction. Leaders sometimes become so familiar with the vision that they assume everyone else understands it too. But what feels obvious in the executive office may not be obvious throughout the organization. Take the time to explain the vision in simple, direct language. What are you trying to accomplish? Why does it matter? What will be different when the vision becomes reality? When employees can answer those questions, the vision becomes more than a statement on a website or a poster on the wall. It becomes a shared destination. 2. Identify the priorities. When everything is treated as important, employees may struggle to understand what deserves their attention first. Leaders have a responsibility to separate what is urgent from what is simply active. They must help their teams understand which goals, assignments, and decisions matter most at a given moment. Clear priorities give employees permission to focus. Instead of saying, "We need to improve our performance," identify the specific area that needs attention. For example, our priority this quarter is improving customer response time. We want every inquiry acknowledged within 1 business day. That message provides a clear focus, a measurable expectation, and a practical way for employees to direct their efforts. Priorities can change, especially when an organization is navigating growth, disruption, or uncertainty. When they do, leaders should explain what has changed and why. People can adjust to a new direction more easily when they understand the reasoning behind it. 3. Define what success looks like. Leaders may believe they have communicated an expectation clearly, only to discover later that employees interpreted it differently. That is often because words such as better, stronger, faster, and more effective can mean different things to different people. If you want your team to succeed, define what success looks like. What outcome are you expecting? What standard should employees meet? How will progress be measured? What does a strong final result include? Specific expectations reduce confusion and help employees make better decisions along the way. Imagine asking a group of people to complete a puzzle without showing them the picture on the box. They may have all the correct pieces, but they will spend more time trying to determine how those pieces fit together. Defining success gives a team the picture. 4. Repeat the message. Communication is not complete simply because a leader said something once. Employees may need to hear a message several times before they fully understand it, remember it, and recognize how it applies to their work. This is especially true during periods of organizational change. Leaders may spend weeks or months discussing an initiative before announcing it. By the time the message reaches employees, leadership may feel ready to move on. But for employees, the conversation is just beginning. They need time to process the information, ask questions, and connect the change to their own responsibilities. Repetition is not always redundancy. Sometimes repetition is reinforcement. Share important messages through multiple channels. Introduce them during a meeting. Follow up in writing. Encourage managers to discuss them with their teams and revisit them during regular check-ins. Consistency helps the message take root. 5. Make room for questions. Clear communication is not a one-way exchange. Leaders should create opportunities for employees to ask questions, raise concerns, and confirm their understanding. Silence does not always mean agreement. It does not always mean that people understand. Sometimes employees are quiet because they are uncertain, uncomfortable, or still processing what they heard. Invite them into the conversation. Ask, what questions do you have? What feels unclear? What information would help you move forward? What obstacles do you see? These questions can reveal information leaders may have overlooked. They also demonstrate that communication is not simply about delivering instructions. It is about building understanding. When employees feel heard, they are more likely to trust the message and engage with the direction being provided. Before you ask for action, create clarity. Confusion slows teams down. When employees are unsure about the vision, priorities, or expectations, they may hesitate to make decisions. They may duplicate work, focus on the wrong assignments, or wait for additional approval because they are afraid of making a mistake. Clarity removes some of that friction. It helps people move with greater confidence. It strengthens collaboration. It allows employees to connect their daily responsibilities to the organization's larger purpose. That kind of clarity does not require a leader to know everything. There's nothing wrong with saying, we are still working through the details, but here's what we know today. In fact, that level of honesty can build credibility. Employees do not expect leaders to predict every challenge or solve every problem immediately, but they do expect leaders to communicate what they know, acknowledge what they do not know, and provide updates as more information becomes available. Before asking your team to take action, pause and ask yourself, have I made the direction clear? Have you explained the vision? Have you identified the priorities? Have you defined success? Have you repeated the message? Have you created room for questions? Leadership is not about having every answer. It is about making sure your team has enough clarity to take the next step. When people understand where they are going and why their work matters, they can stop guessing and start moving forward together. Want more insights like this? You can subscribe to the Avant Edge at AvantSolutions.org. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and we'll be happy to send you our newsletter regularly when it's disseminated. Thank you for listening.